Spread the toes, standing upright. Roll the shoulders back. I'm facing you, you stay as you are. Sweep up on your inhale, take a long stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend your knees quite generously and then go forward. Hang your head, grab the elbows with the opposite hand and swing side to side a few times. Take a few breaths. I'm bending one knee, letting the hip swing to the side. And then the other knee. Loosening the hamstrings. And your back, hopefully. Bring the hands back onto the shins. Inhale into halfway lift again. And I'm stepping back into high plank position. Feet hip distance and hands are under the shoulders. Press into the heels of your hands. Just round your upper back for a breath. And bring the knees under your hips. Take about 3 cat and cows. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, tucking the tailbone to loosen up your back. I tend to keep my neck long, shoulders away from the ears. But as long as you're comfortable, just do what you need to do. Keep spreading fingertips under your shoulders. This is my last round. And I'm loosening the wrists as usual. Once you're back to neutral spine, take the shoulders to the front, or maybe take your whole body around if you want to sit back onto your heels. Or stay on the front with me to loosen your wrists and stretch your forearms. Sit back into child's pose. Push your bum back onto your heels. And I'm reaching the arms to the front. That takes the pressure off the wrists. If you want to come onto the fingertips with me, lifting heels of the hands with straight elbows. Please do that, rock side to side. But if you want to just relax and keep your child's pose nice and relaxed, that is absolutely fine. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Take your time to bring yourselves into your first downward dog, hands flat, tug the toes and push your bum up. Once I'm down, I'm pedaling the heels out. I'm taking my time to lengthen the back of the neck. Feel that your arms are straight, you're looking towards your ankles. And if you can, think about turning your biceps to the sky. When you're next inhale, lift your heels and come forward into a high plank. Let's lengthen through the back. Point the elbows to the back. I'm dropping the knees and I'm sinking onto my front on my next exhale. Press the feet onto the mat and glide the heels of your hands towards your hips slightly. Lengthen tailbone to the back and take a few mini cobras. Lift head and shoulders halfway. Exhale, bring it back onto the mat. Do a few more rounds. Feel that pubic bone is pressing into the mat to lengthen lower back. Feel that the upper back muscles are working while your neck is staying long. Last round. Keep it mini or take it all the way up into full Cobra. Really stretch out the front of your body. I'm going to hold it for a breath. The neck is long. I'm feeling stomach stretching. And I'm bringing it back onto the mat. Tuck tailbone, sit through a child's pose. And find your downward dog again. But feel free to take a break in child's pose if it feels nice. Once you're in downward dog, swing the hips side to side. Take yourself to the front of the mat. I'm keeping it slow steps and little ones. So my hamstrings and my calves are lengthening slowly. Once you're in the front, inhale into a flat back halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. I'm already thinking about the hand balance. You might be able to take it into a crane or do drills with me. I'm spreading fingertips, hands flat. Bend your knees as much as you need to lift the heels and tap the kneecaps towards your armpit onto the back of your arms, the triceps. Press the pads of your fingers onto the mat and maybe lean a bit of weight into the fingertips. Guys, go for it if you know your hand balance already, or just stay with me. Let's meet in forward fold. Land the feet on the mat. Inhale into a flat back one more time. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees round the back and come up slowly to find yourself in a standing position. Sweep all the way up to take a long stretch. Inhale. Exhale and to heart. Do that twice more. Feel free to back bend if it's already there. Squeeze the glutes to protect your back. That's the last round for me. Release the palms to the front. Once you've done that, make sure in the front of the mat, feet hip distance. We've got 5 sun salutations, but I'm putting some extra in, you can leave it out. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. I'm still bending the knees, focusing on lengthening the hamstrings gently. I'm thinking hand balance drills are good. Inhale, flat back. And you can always just fold and wait for us, or go back to the same position. If you've got the hand balance already, feel free to lift into it. If you want to take it further, just tip the kneecaps onto your triceps. See if one heel can come into your bum, or maybe the other one. I'm landing the feet for now. Inhale into one more halfway lift and step back or jump through a chaturanga. I'm stepping into high plank, dropping the knees and sinking onto my front, elbows point to the back. Inhale into Cobra or upward dog. And find your downward dog going through child's pose. It's always safer on your back. And find your V stretch for a breath. I'm giving you a little option here for a dolphin if you want it, but it is a quick one. Drop the elbows onto the mat. You might want to drop the knees onto the mat first and lift your bum back up. Push your chest through. Let's hold the first one for 3 breaths. Look towards your ankles, push your bum high. Make sure your neck is long and you're pushing into the elbows. And when you're ready, find downward dog again. If you want to drop the knees onto the mat first, that's good. Or straighten your elbows, lots of work on the triceps. Inhale, look to the front, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the front of the mat, feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep all the way up into a standing position. Inhale. Exhale, forward again. Number 2, round number 2 of your sun salutation. Inhale, halfway lift. There is your fold or hand balance. You might want to leave it down, and that's okay. Do the drills if you want. Maybe hold it for a breath or 2. And then think about how you want to. You might want to jump through your chaturanga. Or land with me. Let's go for it, guys. I'm landing the feet first and I'm stepping through a high plank. You might want to jump through it. Again, dropping the knees or keeping the knees off is good as you sink through your press up position. Inhaling to Cobra or up dog. And let's find your downward dog. Take a breath here. And I've got another dolphin, dropping the elbows onto the mat. And I'm going to hold it for 1 breath. See if you can keep your elbows no wider than your shoulders. And push your sternum towards the ankles. Lifting the elbows off. Finding a downward dog, pushing chest through for 1 more stretch. Bend your knee slightly. And then inhale, look to the front. Exhale, make your way to the front. Step or hop, feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep all the way up into standing position. Inhale. Round number 3 out of the 5. Sun salutation A. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And that is your drill. Or go straight into your hand balance crane. Take a couple of breaths there if you can. See if you want to step down. And step through your press up position. Or see if you want to jump through. Make sure you're careful as you jump through. Go for it if you haven't done it yet already. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. And safely find your downward dog. See if you want to drop the elbows into your dolphin or leave it out, pushing the chest through, feeling the stretch in the shoulders and the strengthening in the shoulder joints. Find downward dog, and you're still pushing your chest through. You're still stretching those arms, chests. Look to the front, inhale, exhale, make your way to the front. Step or hop, feet hip distance for me. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep up into standing position, take a long stretch, inhale. Round number 4, sun salutation A, with all those added extras. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hand balance. Unless you're desperate to leave it out, drills are always good for me. Taking 2 breaths once you manage to find it. Think about how you want to make your way through your press up position, but you can meet me in downward dog. Make sure your back is safe for the back extension. Inhale, Cobra, up dog, and find your downward dog. There is the dolphin if you want it, dropping elbows. Knees on the mat first is always good for me. Find downward dog with me. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep up into standing position, mountain pose. Number 5, last one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And there is your last hand balance if you want it. Hold it for 2 breaths. Think about how you want to go through your press up position if you want to do it. Let's meet in downward dog. Beautiful. I'm dropping elbows. Take your time. Dolphin. I'm going to hold it just slightly longer this time. Imagine you're pushing yourself away from the mat through your elbows. Bend your knees slightly and turn the tailbone up to the sky. Find downward dog. Elbows off. Push chest through. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, feet hip distance in the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good time to have a sip of water. Guys, are we okay? Everybody all right? Cool. Once you've had a sip, come back to the front of your mat. You should be warm enough. We've got a bit of core here. A bit of back extension. We'll be careful. Feet hip distance in the front of your mat. Roll shoulders back. Release the arms. Palms to the front. Lengthen through the neck. Tuck your tailbone. Sweep up on your next inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then go forward again. Let's stretch your hamstring slightly further. Bend your knees slightly. Maybe hug the back of your knees. And gently pull. Bang your head. Feel the gentle stretch. But you might feel that you're warm enough. As long as it doesn't hurt your back. Pull as much as you wish. Take one more breath here. Bring the hands onto the mat and step back into a high plank position. Hold your high plank. Lengthen through the back. Draw your belly button up. Drop your knees first, back extension, camel. I'm lifting the hips above the knees, shoulders above the hips. Roll the shoulders back. I'm tucking toes, but if you know your camel, you don't have to wait for my options. I'm pressing knuckles into the lower back, and I'm scooping tummy to tighten glutes, squeeze elbows together, and feel that you're opening the collarbones to the sky. Stay here, or if you trust your lower back, reach the fingertips towards your heels. Try your best to bring the hips back above the knees. Feel the opening in the front of your shoulders and the chest. Maybe drop the head back if you're happy, or keep looking in front of you if you'd rather do that. Just going to hold it for one more breath. And I'm climbing back onto the lower back with the hands first. I'm sitting my bum back onto the heels, reaching forward, and find a high plank position. Tuck your pelvis and bring those shoulders above the hands, wrists, feet hip distance. Anytime you want to, please feel free to drop the left knee underneath your left hip. Otherwise, if you stay in a high plank, walk your toes an inch closer to your wrists. Round the upper back. Take a big inhale, lift the right heel. Bring the right knee to your right wrist without touching the right foot to the ground. Find the connection and hold. Glide the right knee up to the right tricep. Lift your upper back high. Bring the right knee across to your left wrist. Try not to touch the right foot to the ground and hold the connection. Bring the right knee up to your left armpit. Hold the connection for 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot back. Shift your weight forward and sink onto your front. Stay there. Press the feet onto the mat. Lift up into mini Cobra. Lengthen tailbone to the back. Feel free to stay here and hug your ribs with your elbows. Or sweep the arms out to the side and behind you into locust. Palm looking at the mat. Roll shoulder blades together. Lift high. Squeeze the glutes if you want to lift the legs. See if you want to interlace the fingers above your hips. And roll your shoulder blades together, maybe straightening the elbows. Maybe pointing knuckles to the back of the mat, but the crown of your head is pointing to the front. See if you want to press your heels and toes together with straight knees. See if you can lift the hands off your hips if you haven't done it yet. Lift everything higher one more time. Squeeze the glutes. And bring it back onto the mat slowly. Hands under your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone and sit back into child's pose. Round the back here. Oh, feel that nice stretch. We are going to go through that one more time so we can do the knee coming underneath you on the other side. Start from the camel, please. On tucking the toes, I find advanced. You might be able to do that. Tucking the toes under is safer. Come up into camel, squeezing the glutes, knuckles on your lower back, squeezing elbows is option number 1. Or reach for the heels. Make sure you squeeze the glutes and push the hips back above the knees. Open the chest, see where your neck is comfortable. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Make sure you squeeze the glutes. And the last one, climb back onto your lower back first, or simply lower your bum onto your heels. Reach forward, scoop the tummy and find high plank. I'm already rounding the back, engaging the core. Walk the feet slightly closer to your wrists and round the upper back. Good time to drop the right knee if you want under your right hip. I'm lifting left heel in here. Bring the left knee to your left wrist. Hold the connection. Bring the left knee up to your left tricep. Bring the left knee across to your right wrist. Find that connection. Keep pushing shoulders forward. Slide the left knee up to your right armpit. Hold. Step back into high plank. Shift the weight forward, inhale. Sink onto your tummy. Exhale. Roll shoulders back. Mini Cobra to start with, lengthening tailbone to the back. Reaching arms around. You might want to interlace before you do that. Just think about something. From locust, you might want to take it into bow pose. Otherwise, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the glutes. See if you can lift the legs. to find a full back extension. Back is hurting, feet back onto the mat, please. Feel free to stay, or I'm flexing feet, bending knees, grabbing ankles and pushing ankles into hands, squeezing glutes harder to lift up into full back extension again. Full pause. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. And hold it for 1. I'm trying to go through a locus, so I'm lowering, squeezing glutes, extending out. And I'm bringing it onto the mat, stacking hands under the forehead, bending knees. Push the feet side to side. Find your child's pose slowly. Hands under the shoulders, tuck pelvis, sit back. Round your back to stretch the lower back and relax head and shoulders for a sec. Having a sip of water now is a good idea if you feel you need it. Take one more breath. And we find downward dog again together. I'm reaching arms, tucking toes, lifting bum up. Take 3 long breaths. Long neck, side bending the knees, bum up. Straight elbows, feel the stretch in the shoulders. Leave the right heel behind you, 3-legged dog. I'm keeping right knee straight. Start stacking, opening, and lift the right heel as high as you can. Left elbow straight, hold. See if you can straighten left elbow more. See if you can drop left heel closer to the ground. See if you can lift the right knee, heel higher. Take one more inhale, squeeze the right glute, and bring the right knee through between the thumbs. And step the right foot down. Run his lunge. Keep the left hand flat. Make sure you're bending the right knee. Your right shin is vertical. Lift the right arm. Easy twist. Wait for the stacking of the shoulders. Turning the right thumb where the crown of your head is pointing. Draw the belly button in and please be careful. Rise up. A vertical twist. Start lifting up, left fingertips pointing in front of you, right fingertips behind you. You're in a high lunge. Sink deep into the front knee, release the shoulders from the ears, feel that twist on the top. We reverse it. Left fingertips are starting to reach up. Right hand on your lower back or maybe on your left hamstrings. And find a stretch. Right leg is in the front, left fingertips reach to the sky. Reversing the warrior. Cartwheel left hand to the back, left heel flat on the mat, and reach the right arm up to the sky and sink deep into the right knee. I've got left fingertips on my left thigh. Go bind if you want. Make sure your right elbow straight, you bend the right knee and still point it to the front. Take one more long inhale. And give me a side lunge onto the left heel. I'm extending both legs and I'm transferring the weight onto the left heel to sit into a side lunge. You either stay higher with me, pushing left knee out with your left elbow, right fingertips on the mat, or you sit it all the way down. Right knee straight, pressing right foot consciously into the mat with the right heel and lift the chest. I'm going through a wide-legged forward fold just for a breath, turning feet parallel, bum up high, forward towards the mat. Take a little stretch in the hamstrings, inner thighs. Before you come to the front of your mat into another side lunge, turning toes out and sit your bum towards the right heel, walk the hands over. Feel free to sit it low or use your right elbow to push your right knee out, lift the chest. See if you can keep the left knee straight. You sit as low as you want. Right heel off is always okay by me. Take one more breath. Run his lunge in the front. Turn the hips and frame your right foot with your fingertips. Bend your right knee. Make sure your left heel is pointing to the sky. Lift through the back, draw your belly button in and sweep up into crescent. Sweep the arms and sink deep into that lunge. Release shoulders from the ears. Bring the hands to the heart. Press your thumbs together and glue your thumbs onto your chest bone. Keep the connection. Bend your right knee more and twist to your right, keeping your spine vertical. Feel the core muscles twisting you. Keep the connection between your thumbs and your chest bone. Now release the connection and press the left elbow on top of your right knee. Lean forward and create more of a twist. Press the heels of your hands together. Elbows are in a straight line and open your chest out to the right. Straighten the left knee even more. And we've got a balance coming. See if you can keep the connection between your right knee and left elbow. I'm looking down onto the mat and I'm taking off to lift the left heel off the ground, like a warrior 3. Keep the left knee straight, flex the left foot to the ground. See if you can create a straight line between the crown of your head and the left heel. And bending right knee, it helps. One more balance, revolving half moon. Bring left fingertips to the ground in front of you. Straighten the back and reach the right arm up to the sky. So you're still twisting. Left fingertips on the ground, left heel is lifting behind you. And you're trying to twist your right shoulder up to the sky. Bend your right knee finally and step back into another runner's lunge. Frame the right foot with the hands. Step forward back with the left foot. I'm pushing right foot back into a 3-legged high plank, keeping your shoulders above the wrist. See if you can hover your right foot, draw the belly button in. And there is your Chaturanga if you want it. If you don't want to try, drop the left knee with me or keep it off. Sink through a press up. Scoop forward. Press both feet into the mat. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Draw your belly button in and find child's pose first or downward dog straight away. Let's meet in downward dog. Take your time. You've got 3 breaths. If you need a break in child's pose, take it now. Lift the left heel, 3-legged dog. Let's repeat the other side. Keep the left knee straight. Start stacking the hips. Lift the left heel as high as you can. Hold it there. Straighten the right elbow more. Push the chest through. Drop it towards the mat. See if you can drop the right heel closer to the mat. Lift the left heel even higher. Squeeze the left glute. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the left foot through between the thumbs and step down. Long step coming onto left fingertips will help. Check that the left ankle is underneath the left knee. Right knee straight. Reach the left arm up for easy twist. Stacking shoulders. Rolling shoulders away from the ears. Feel the twist in the spine. Draw your belly button in. Vertical twist in that lunge. Start rising up. Right fingertips point to the front, left fingertips to the back. It messes with your balance. Try and sink into the left knee and reach right fingertips to the front, left to the back. And finally, let's reverse it. Right fingertips reach up. Left hand on your lower back or right hamstrings. And feel that twist. Keep bending the left knee. Reverse the warrior. Cartwheel right hand to the back. While you're flattening right heel. And reach the left arm up. Make sure you bend the left knee and point it to the front of your mat. Feel free to bind with your right hand behind you. Keep sliding right fingertips towards the right heel. Left arm straight to reach. Straighten everything up and side lunge onto the right heel. Start sitting down. Elbow on the knee is good. Left fingertips on the mat is good. See if you want to sit lower. Make sure you're keeping left knee straight. Make sure you lengthen the back at some point and feel the inner thigh stretching, no joint pain. Lift through the back. That's good. That's good. Take any options you've got. I'm taking it for one more breath. And I'm walking through wide-legged forward, hands flat, bum up high, feet parallel to each other, forward towards the mat, just to lengthen those hamstrings gently. And take a side lunge to the front of your mat. Turn the toes out first and sit your bum towards the left heel. Again, see how far you want to sit it. Find a position. You're still focusing on stretching and lengthening, so you're not rushing. Long back. Take options if you've got 1 or 2 or 3. Beautiful. Let's find that runner's lunge in the front. Frame the left foot and turn the hips so the right heel points up to the sky. Left shin is vertical. Draw belly button in and sweep up into crescent lunge. Sink deep into the lunge. Release tension in your neck. Bring the hands to the heart. Glue the hands, thumbs together and glue them to your chest bone. Keep that connection as you twist to your left. Feel the core muscles. Keep pressing heels of the hands together. Now I need to lose the connection between the sternum and the thumbs, and I'm pressing the right elbow onto the left knee, maybe the outside of your left knee. Bend the left knee more. Straighten the right knee more. Press the heels of your hands together and pivot more to your left to feel the rotation in the back. And see if you can keep the connection, but if you lose it, that's okay. You can bring the fingertips onto the mat. I'm looking down and lift the right heel. Warrior 3. Again, hands on the mat is good. If you've got blocks, use them under your hands. See if you can straighten the right knee completely and maybe lengthen through the back. If you want 1 more, revolving half moon, bring right fingertips towards the mat and then sweep the left fingertips to the sky. Then see if you can lift the right heel higher with the right knee straight. See if you can lengthen the back even more. Bend the left knee and step into runner's lunge. Make you step that right foot all the way to the back. Frame the left foot with the hands. Keep your shoulders above the wrist as you shoot the left foot back and maybe hover it for a 3-legged high plank position. And there's your press up position, Chaturanga Dandasana. If you want to drop the right knee with me, elbows point to the back and sink through your press up position. Scoop forward, press feet into the mat. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. And find your downward dog. Take a breath, and I'll be very nice to you. Drop the knees and give me child's pose. Good time to have a sip of water or just chill out there. While you're chilling, I'm just going to ask you, are you okay? Just give me a thumbs up there. Any finger. Thank you. Let's go again, a little bit faster, practically the same. So let's find the downward dog if and when you're ready. Take a breath here. Leave the right heel, 3-legged dog. Start stacking, opening. Arm keeping right knee straight. Feel free to bend. Hold it when you exhale. Start leveling your hips on your inhale and bring the right knee, right foot through between the thumbs on your exhale. Runner's lunge. Easy twist, left hand flat, right arm up. Twisted reverse lunge. Start rising up with that twist. Still looking to your right. And when you're ready, reverse. Left fingertips reach up. Right hand on your lower back or left hamstring. Just hold it for a moment. And then carry on circling the left arm to the back. Reverse the warrior, left heel flat on the mat. Reach the right arm up and make sure your right knee is still pointing to the front of your mat. Sink deep into the right knee. Rise up, side lunge onto the back of your mat, right heel. Sit yourself down. Right heel, side lunge, left knee straight. Take your option if you've got one, or stay with me, maybe hands on the mat is good. And you might want to go through a wide-legged forward foot, but see if you can stay low-ish and just sit your bum over to the right heel into side lunge. I'm going slow, so I'm going to meet you onto the right, on your right heel in a side lunge. Take your time. Careful with any joint problems. And I'm going to hold it here for one more breath, so you can go through an option if you've got. Beautiful. Runner's lunge in the front. Frame the right foot and turn your hips. Sweep the arms up into a crescent lunge. Make sure your right knee is in line with your right ankle. Bring the hands to the heart. This time we are leaning forward straight away as you twist to your right and start leaning forward to connect your left elbow and your right knee where you bend the right knee more. Take that rotation further by pressing into the elbow. And there is your option. You can wait for me here or balance, look down. Take off for warrior 3, but I'm holding, keeping the connection between elbow and knee, lifting left heel. Revolving half moon, left fingertips come to the mat. Right fingertips to the sky. Lift the left heel higher for one more breath. Step back into three-legged high plank. Left foot steps to the back. Frame the right foot. Shoot the right foot back. If you want to sink through your press-up position or leave it out. And meet me in downward dog. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Let's meet in downward dog for a breath. Lift the left heel behind you, three-legged dog. Start stacking, opening, knee straight. If you're with me, hold for one more breath. Inhale, start leveling the hips. Exhale, step the left foot through between the thumbs. Sorry, I'm sounding angry. I'm not. Right hand flat, left arm off for easy twist. Rise up. Start reversing the twisted lunge. Start reaching right fingertips to the sky, left hand on your lower back or hamstrings. Hold it for just one moment. Reverse the warrior, right hand circles to the back, left hand up to the sky, right heel flat, and bend the left knee more. Side lunge onto the right heel. Start transferring the weight to the back of your mat and sit into that inner thigh stretch. Find the depth, left knee straight. Flattening the back wherever you're keeping the hand. One more breath if you want to open. Maybe I can see some of you are opening for options. Think about how you want to get to the front of your mat. Hands on the mat and is good. Or see if you want to sit over, keeping it low. Let's meet in a side lunge on the left heel. Where again, you're taking your time to lengthen through the back. To take the option if you've got one. Runner's lunge in the front, frame the left foot. Make sure you lift the right heel to the sky and your left shin is vertical. Sweep up into crescent lunge, inhale. Bring the hands to the heart and twist to your left. Start leaning over to press the right elbow onto the left knee to maximize the rotation. Can you keep a straight line between the two elbows and open the chest out to your left? There is your balance if you want it. You can always release hands onto the mat. Look down for balance if you need it, like me. And lift the right heel. Lengthen the back. Keep the connection for just a little longer if you can. Revolving half moon, right fingertips to the ground. Left fingertips to the sky. Lift right heel higher with right knee straight. Bend your left knee. Step back into a lunge. Frame the left foot with your hands flat. Shoot the left foot back for three-legged high plank. And there is your choice for a press up if you want to sink through your Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Sit back into downward dog. Guys, if you need a break, you've got 3 breaths in downward dog. Feel free to sit into child's pose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. You go through this flow one more time without the balancing. Meet me in downward dog. Lift the right heel, three-legged dog, inhale, stack and open, and hold it for your exhale. Start leveling your hips on your inhale. Step the right foot through between the thumbs into runner's lunge. Exhale. Left hand flat, right arm up, easy twist, inhale. Draw your belly button in and start rising up. You start reversing the twisted lunge. Start reaching left fingertips to the sky. Right hand on your lower back possibly. And then carry on, left hand behind you, right hand to the front. Left heel flat to reverse the warrior. Sink deep into the right knee one more time. Side lunge onto the back of the mat, left heel. I'm taking my time, I'm not rushing. I'm gonna hold it for 3 breaths here because this is basically the last round. Hold it for 3, take options if you've got them. Hold it for 2. And hold it for 1. Take your time to make your way to the front of the mat, side lunge. Again, going through a wide-legged forward fold is safe. Meet me in the front, right heel. Side lunge, left knee straight, lift the chest. There are your options. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Hold it for 1. Runner's lunge, flip the hips and frame your right foot with your fingertips, left heel lifts to the sky. Sweep up crescent, inhale. Hands to the heart and twist to your right. Lean forward and make the connection between the elbow and the knee if you can. Straighten the back knee even more. Open that chest. Now see if now you want to straighten your elbows to take it further. Keep the left elbow on the outside of the right knee if you can. Left fingertips pointed to a mat. Right fingertips to the sky. Bring the hands to the heart again. Sweep up into crescent lunge one more time. Inhale. 3-legged chaturanga. Hands on the mat. Shoot the right foot back. Hover it if you can. Maybe a 3-legged press-up position. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Take your time with that back extension. Let's meet in downward dog. Take one more breath. Last round, other side. Lift the left heel, 3-legged dog. Start stacking, opening. Hold it for your exhale. Right elbow straight. Level hips, inhale. Step the left foot through between the thumbs. Exhale, runner's lunge. Right hand flat, left arm up, easy twist. Start rising up. Right fingertips start reaching to the sky, left hand on your lower back or hamstrings. Hold it for a moment. And then carry on cartwheeling the same way. To reverse the warrior, right heel flat, left fingertips reach up while you're bending the left knee. Nice and deep. Beautiful. Take your time, side lunge to the back of the mat, last one there. So transfer the weight into the right heel and sit down. Left knee straight. Lifting through the back. Find your options and hold it for 3. Maybe bind, guys, if you've got that opening. Hold it for 2. Find the fingertips behind you. Hold it for 1 more. And let's meet in the front of the mat. I'm taking my time. Hands on the mat is good, or sit low. Find your side lunge on the left heel. Find a flat back, your options. And hold it for 3. See if you want to bind, reach behind you, find the fingertips again. Or not, hold it for 2. Open the chest. Hold it for 1. And then slowly, slowly frame the left foot. Runner's lunge. Draw the belly button in and sweep the arms up into crescent lunge. Hands to the heart. Twist to your left. Start leaning forward and find the connection between right elbow and the left knee. Find that twist. Press the heels of your hands together to really create the rotation. And there is your straight elbow if you want, and if you can keep the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Right fingertips to the ground or towards the ground, left fingertips to the sky. Hands to the heart. Sweep up crescent. Inhale. 3-legged chaturanga. Go for it or come with me. Hands on the mat. Step or shoot the left foot back. Maybe hover it. Maybe sink through your 3-legged high plank. Plank position. Press up position. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. And there is your last downward dog. Push your bum up and hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Hold it for 1. Drop your knees and lie down on your front foot so we stretch out the front of your shoulders. Reach the right hand out in line with your shoulder onto the side of the mat. The palm is flat. Bring the left hand underneath your left shoulder. Bend your left knee and try and roll onto the right side of your body. Maybe land the left foot, toes behind you at this point, the right side of the mat. And you should feel the front of your right shoulder stretching. Maybe reach the left fingertips to the sky. I'm pointing left thumb towards the front of my mat. Hold it here, or maybe place the left hand onto your lower back and pivot the left shoulder even higher while you're keeping your right palm flat on the mat, and feel the front of your right shoulder stretching. Slowly release the left hand back onto the mat. Roll yourself onto your front and leave your right arm for a couple of breaths as it is. Try not to move it after an intense stretch. And then let's start changing sides. Bring the right hand underneath your shoulder. Reach the left arm out to the side. Make sure your palm is flat. Bend your right knee and roll onto your left side to find a stretch in the front of your left shoulder. Try and relax your left ear on the mat. Maybe reach the right arm up to the sky or wherever it feels good. But right thumb pointing towards the front of the mat. Or maybe relax your right hand onto your lower back and pivot the right shoulder to the sky if it feels nice. Make sure you're still feeling the stretch in the front of your left shoulder. Slowly releasing the right hand, bringing it back onto the mat. Roll yourself onto your front and just hold it there a bit. Try not to move the left arm just yet. Give it a little break. Bring the hands under your shoulders, tuck your pelvis. Try and avoid doing a press up now. Just sit back into child's pose. Relax your head, your arms on the mat. Take a couple of breaths. 3. Just relax. Let's take it into a hip flexor stretch. I'm stepping the hands, reaching the hands to the front. I'm finding a downward dog. It's just easier to come from a downward dog. And then leave the right heel behind you and step the right foot on the outside of the right hand into lizard as usual, but guys, feel free to find your own hip flexor stretch. I'm lifting through the back and I'm dropping the left knee onto the mat. Make sure it's a long step. When you bend your right knee the deepest, your right knee should be above the right ankle. Untug the left toes and drop the right knee out to the side. You know the drill. Just use your own stretches, lift the chest. And if you swing your hip side to side, you might feel more of a stretch in the front of your left hip, unless your left knee is unhappy with that, then please don't move around, just hold it static. This is when some of you like to go onto your elbows if it works for you. Or see if you want to press the right heel of the hand into the inside of your right knee with me, lifting your chest higher, bending the right knee more, feeling how your hip is sinking towards the mat. I'm feeling the inside, deep inside the right glute, and I'm feeling the front of the left hip, the hip flexors. And you know your last option, if you want to reach the right arm all the way around to the back, and maybe bend the left knee and pull the heel to your bum for the extra quad stretch. But please bend the right knee, open the chest, and make sure your left knee is happy with that. Hold it for a couple more breaths. Lovely. As you release out of it, I'm tucking the left toes under. I've got a hamstring stretch. Guys, it's 1:52 on mine now, just saying. I'm straightening the right knee in the front, frame the right foot, thighs, lengthen through the back. I'm flexing the right foot. I'm focusing on the right hamstrings, back of the thighs. And then see if you can fold your chest closer towards the thigh to feel the hamstring stretching. If you've got a split practice now, excellent time to slide out. I'm just going to hold that stretch, making sure you can feel the stretch, the lengthening in the hamstrings. Long breaths. I've got one more breath here. And then very slowly, mainly if you're coming out of a split, take your time. To meet me in a downward dog, I'm bringing the hands on the inside of the right foot, tucking the back toes, lifting back knee, engaging the core and stepping into a downward dog. Pedaling the heels out a few times each way before I'm changing the sides. And then take your time to lift the left heel behind you and then step the left foot on the outside of the left hand to find lizard. I'm dropping right knee and untucking right toes. Bend the left knee as deep as you can and check that the left heel is still underneath your left knee, so it's a long step. I'm dropping the left knee out to the side, lifting the chest and swinging hip side to side, just to feel the front of my right hip, the hip flexes. You might already feel it in the left hip somewhere deep inside. Some of you like to go onto your elbows now or stay with me on your hand. I'm using left heel of the hand to gently push into the inside of the left knee to open the heart up. Bend the left knee more. And I'm feeling even more of a stretch, but I'm feeling it in my lower back in a nice way as well. See if you want to reach the left arm back. That might be enough if you lift the chest or bend the right knee towards the heel to your bum. And if your right knee is happy, bend the left knee more to sink the hips and get an extra stretch in the front of your right thigh or quad. And then release slowly, 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 and sitting back into a half split to lengthen the back of your thighs on the same leg, left leg. Shift your hips back, start straightening the left knee. I tend to flex the left foot, toes to the shin, framing the front leg somewhere, maybe feet, maybe closer to your knees, or if it feels better, lengthen the back on your inhale. And then fold towards the thigh on your exhale to hold it. Sliding out into your split practice, if you haven't done it yet, is an excellent time, or stay with me in half split. And then very slowly start making your way out of that hamstring stretch so we can meet in one more downward dog. But I'm going to go into my bum afterwards anyway, so if you're already on your bum, don't bother. Just stay there and wait for me there. Any fancy way you've got, go onto your bum, but I'm just dropping the knees, pushing feet to the side, sitting the bum out to the side. And then once on your front, on your bum, make sure there's space behind you. Let's do a forward fold. Feet together for me, lengthening through the back, maybe bending the knees, and then fold. One more stretch on the hamstrings. Please be careful with your back. Using a strap around your feet or towel is good. You might want to straighten your knees if you feel safe on your back. And feel that gentle pull. And the lengthening in the hamstrings, so should be nice and warm. And I'm sitting back up slowly. I'm going for a spinal twist. I like to finish the class with that, pulling right heel into the bum. I find this a lot more advanced than pushing the right foot across the left thigh. Choose which one you want to do. Whatever you choose, right fingertips behind you and use your left elbow to hug the right knee and lengthen through the back, or possibly press the left elbow onto the right knee and look behind you over the right shoulder. See if you can keep both sitting bones flat. See if you can lengthen your spine even more as you release the shoulders away from the ears. And take a few deep breaths. And then very slowly release, and I'm changing sides. Straightening the right knee, pulling the left heel into the bum. Keep it on the inner thigh or inside of your thigh, or plant it across. See which one feels better. Left fingertips behind you wherever you are. Use your right elbow to hug the knee or press the elbow against the knee. Long back on your inhale. Try and release the tension in your neck as you look over your left shoulder behind you on your exhale. And then release through the front. Just a quick glute stretch each way. If you want to go onto your back, that is absolutely fine. If you want to come with me, I'm tucking left heel into the groin, bringing the right heel in front of me, relaxing the right knee onto the mat. So there's quite a big gap here. And if it feels okay on your knees, I'm leaning forward to fold my thigh towards the right foot, and I'm feeling it in my right glute. If that doesn't work for you, go onto your back, right heel across the left thigh, and pull it in for a glute stretch. Just take a few deep breaths. Find your own glute stretch that works. And I'm slowly releasing out of that glute stretch. Just one more on the other side, and I promise I'm done. Right heel into your bum, left heel in front of you. Guys, it's 2 o'clock now in case you need to rush off. Just please make sure you even out the sides at some point. Leaning forward, keeping sitting bones flat, but again, just choose the glute stretch that works and you feel it in the outsides of your hips. And then releasing out of your stretch. And I promise that's the last bit. Find a comfortable seated position. Finishing with the next stretches. I like to sit on my heels, but your knees might not love it. Just cross the legs in front of you, straight-legged, long back. Roll the shoulders back and away from the ears. And then drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Hold it there for a breath to lengthen the left side of your neck. Bring it through the center on your inhale. And drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Hold it. Roll the chin to the chest and carry on circling your head all the way around. Change direction. Once you're back to center, bow your head, chin to chest one more time. Bring the hands together at your heart. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.